to see the fucking 6 of you. I'm glad I made the trip, fuckers. All right, this is good. I like this. I like, as comics, we need nights like this. It's not as much pressure, It's not as, you don't have enough people to have a show. It's more of a fucking support group right now. We're here for each other, I like it. It's, I signed up for the learning annex too. I love when I hear other comics say shit that makes me feel old as fuck too. Like you said, you were in middle school for that Janet Jackson halftime. I like, I was in adulthood is what I was. Shit. That's fucking. Yeah, I'm old. I've been around for a minute, huh? Yeah, it's. He was. Did I count 3 brothers you mentioned, Matt?
2.
2. Okay. Well, still, I was always, I don't know why, I was always jealous of my friends who had brothers. I just had an older sister, and, growing up, it was like, because they would always be just getting into fucking, it sounded more fun than my house anyway, I don't know. Like, my one friend, he had 3 brothers, 2 of them were older, one of them was younger. Fucking going over to their house was like fucking Lord of the Flies. It was fucking great. It was like, they never had milk, but they had HBO. It was fucking great. It's like, the place was such a fucking shithole. I mean, and they just lived in it. Like, yeah, their mom just gave up a long time ago. Like, she's like, yeah, there's bugs. Wear shoes, John. All right, that's fine. I mean, because, I talked to my friend. I remember one time, my friend, got beat up by one of his brothers. I called him on the phone, and I was still jealous because he's like, yeah, Andy broke my arm. I'm like, oh, I'm wearing a dress right now. So I'm sorry. I'd rather have the fucking broken arm right now because, I don't really like what this is doing to my cheeks. So, I'm a parent now. My wife and I have a daughter. She's 9. We've been playing Roblox for like 4 days straight. So yeah, that's why I came down, because that shit just, yeah. She always wants me to play this, it's a game called Murder Mystery. So it's basically like, it's like you ever play like Friday the 13th or something like that? It's basically like that. It's like, it's basically like hide and seek, except you get stabbed. But I mean, it's funny on Roblox, it's not even like Jason doing it. It's like a Lego character with a smile, I can't, and she's kicking my ass. And this is the first game we've actually played. She's fucking better than I am. She has to teach me how to do shit on there, because I suck at those games. I'm good at sports games, I can play Madden and shit like that, but I suck at like 3-dimensional Halo, anything like that, or Call of Duty. I tried to play that years ago. I couldn't get. I remember I got stuck behind a tank and couldn't get the fuck out. I'm like, how the fuck do I get around this tank? And I hear all these guys yelling, Sarge, Sarge. I'm like, how did I get promoted to fucking sergeant here? I can't even walk around the tank. Who promoted me? This sucks. I mean, I've always, even when I played that Friday the 13th game, I was, because you get on that game, it's the same type of thing where you get in a lobby and it'll just pick randomly, one person's Jason and then the rest of them are camp counselors. And whenever I got picked to be Jason, everybody had a good weekend at camp. Because it's nobody got fucking killed that weekend. I mean, it was like Saturday the 14th, Monday the 16th. They're getting picked up by their parents. Here, I made this in arts and crafts. And Jason's still out in the boathouse, stuck to the wall. How the fuck do I get out of here? But yeah, I've never been good at games like that. But yeah, my daughter's really good at the murder mystery one. It's like, cause she's gotten online a lot more over the past year or two. She has my wife even set her up she's on Instagram. She doesn't use her own name. It's a screen name from one of the other games she plays, but. Because you worry about letting your kid get online, and people always talk about that, because it can be really dangerous out there. But it's I don't know if it's that much more dangerous than when I was a kid. My dad did stuff with me that was fucking dangerous, like fishing. it's just a different kind of danger. I mean, it's like, yeah, you got to worry about, her information being out there or, online predators, but there's no bears. There's none of that shit. I mean, there's no fucking poison ivy. I mean, like I remember my dad took me fishing. I was maybe 6. And I remember we're out in the woods, we're on our way to this creek, and he just decides to tell me, he's like, he, like, I don't know if you ever, like, copperhead snakes, it's a venomous snake. I guess they smell, he said they smell like cucumbers. Never really heard anybody back him up on that shit, but like, I was 6. I just remember him telling me, it's like, hey, if you smell cucumbers, it's a copperhead snake, and it'll kill you. Or it's a cucumber. So if you smell cucumbers, you just drop your fishing pole, you run like hell. I'm like, okay, Dad, what the fuck do cucumbers smell like, by the way? I'm fucking 6, man. I mean, I'm 49 now. You couldn't put a blindfold on me and I go, oh, cucumber, that's an easy one. It's like saying, hey, if you hear anything that sounds purple, fucking run. But I mean, he's, like I remember like just some of the dumb shit like that we would do. Like I remember one time me and my dad, we were coming, I think I went with him to the hardware store or something like that, and we were driving home one day, and it's like, it's maybe 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, it was the summertime. I remember there's just this group of guys like on the side of this rural route that we were going home on. There's this group of guys like in a circle doing something, and of course my dad's like, oh, that's probably the type of community event I want to expose my child to, so why don't we stop and see what those guys are doing? And remember, we get out of the car, and we get over there, and these guys are they have a stick. One of them has a stick, and they're just poking at it. There was a snapping turtle in the middle of them. Like, I don't know if you ever seen one of those. That fucked me up as a kid, because a snapping turtle, it's like, you don't think of a turtle as an aggressive animal. You think of it like cute and cuddly, kind of, It's like, this thing's like a pit bull with a shell. It's fucking awful. Like it's just like biting at the stick. It's like it's weird. It fucks up your reality as a kid. It's like seeing a bunny rabbit. Like oh, what a cute little bunny rabbit. Is that a knife? Fuck. But yeah, it's. But I remember these guys are just poking at it with a stick, and they're like, and it didn't occur to me, whenever I was 4 or 5 years old, to go, hey, so does anybody here have a job? And, because these guys they're just poking they're just heckling a turtle on the side of the road. That's what you're doing with your day, huh? And I mean, I just remember, my dad sitting there talking to him and everything, and I'm like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I'm like, Dad, can we go home? I gotta pee. He's like, yeah, just pee in the bushes. I'm like, Dad, I smell cucumbers. Can we fucking go home? I mean, this is bullshit. And it didn't occur to me then, but I'm pretty sure after we left, I'm quite sure after we drove away, those guys are like, oh, good, glad that kid's gone. So, who wants to fuck this turtle? So I just assumed. Anyway, have a good rest of the night. Thank you, guys.